All right, it is the top of the hour, so let's get started. If you read my social media post, you know I said here's who I believe Annuity Genius is right for. Number one, it's for the independent advisor that really specializes in fixed indexed annuities. I think that can really help. But then any financial advisor that wants to have like a competition hotline right at their fingertips, you know, in this age of best interest and the fiduciary standard, we don't even know how it's all going to play out for sure, but we do know that you're going to have to be able to document that what you do is in the best interest of your client. And, you know, with all the different products, all the different companies out there, like really, how can you do that? And I think that's where Annuities Genius you can sort it by the rating of the carrier. You can sort it by, you know, what type of annuity, whether they need income, whether they need it now, or they need it later. And you just push a button and this program will show you the best way to do it. So I'm going to now introduce David Novak. David Novak's been in the industry for many years, but I mean, he's really comes with a really kind of a science and math background. He's kind of a software guru as well. And but he's walked in your shoes, he's sold business. And with that, I think I'm going to turn it over to David, and they're going to show you some real life cases of how they've used this to actually help people get the right product. So David, I'm going to turn it over to you. I'll hide my video and you're on, baby.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hegna, for your kind words. Let's share our screen. Screen one, share, bingo. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in this gorgeous October 8th. You know, in Russia, I don't know if I know history, but 1917, it was a Russian revolution this week. And we are making revolution with Annuities Genius. It's totally changing the way we do things, the way we search, the way we present, the way we talk to customers, the way we stay compliant, and with the best interest and everything else. You know, I just want to ask you a couple of questions. Where do you go to find the best annuities for your customer? How much time is that taking you? Okay, you probably call in different FMOs, different carriers, and then they emailing you things after you wait for hours and days, right? And then you have attachments coming from them with all this different stuff. And then you have to make amazing presentation out of this and present an annuities to the consumer and build trust, right? And work the flow and work the leads and do all of this and many, many more things. And you're probably sick of tired of all this nonsense. Well, it's a life before Annuities Genius and life after Annuities Genius. So what we're going to present to you right now, I totally believe it's life transformational. If you sell annuities, you really have to pay attention. We're not going to show you how to use the Genius today. Those videos available in the Genius University. We'll show you that in a second also. Today, we're going to show you 2 or 3 scenarios, how amazingly easy and powerful is to make engagement with the consumer. You're going to save time. You're going to be more compliant, transparent, and more importantly, you're going to build trust instantly with anybody in front of you. I mean, instantly, in a split second, and many, many other things you'll see by yourself. Without further ado, get this serious. This is a lot of fun. And I know Tom Hegna is a fan of a Genius because he really sees what we see, which is being transparent never hurts. So with further ado, I'm going to introduce you to Josh. By the way, Josh Rednick, I hired him in February. That's right, just in February. He didn't know nothing about annuities. And wait until you see how powerful he's with the Genius platform. Go ahead, Josh. Enjoy it.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you for the introduction, Tom and David. Thank you, everyone, for your time. Yeah, so today what we're going to do is we're not going to teach you how to use all the tools. We're going to teach you how you are going to use the tools, though, in front of a client in certain situations. So you guys can all see my screen. We're going to jump right into it. The first thing that you want to do is you want to create the client right there in front of them. You want to start this journey with them. With Annuities Genius, you can think for your client or you can think with your client. When you're thinking with your client, imagine you are going to go on a journey. You need to get to a destination. You go to someone for help to get to that destination, and they tell you, okay, I'm going to put together a plan. I've been there before. Let me meet you back in a day or two. And you got to trust the plan though. Okay. Trust the plan. I've been there. I've done this before. Now imagine someone comes to you and says, you know what? I've actually been where you've been. I've helped a lot of people get there myself. Let me take you there. You are going to be able to take them step by step through this journey to where they need to be, what they want their investment to do. And you can do it all right there with them within seconds. You don't have to call anybody or make other appointments. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to create the client right there in front of them. So I'm going to create one. Let's call him Kevin. All right, Kevin lives in Arizona, and he has $350,000 as an initial investment. All right, he tells us that he's 59 years old, let's say. Now we're going to see his information go to the top left of the screen. What that means is the software is going to be filtering out for these parameters. So we're only going to be looking at what he's qualified for based on the state, age, and amount. So now let's say the first thing that he wants to do, the volume up on the computer. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so what he wants to do for this first scenario is he wants his money to grow as much as possible. So the first thing we're going to do is go to the market tools and go to the growth analyzer. Okay, but you want to make sure that you're getting the right type of growth, because he might be looking for income. You might be looking for income later. Maybe he just wants his money to grow and he doesn't want to even touch it. You need to find that out. So what you're going to do is you're going to go down here to run questionnaire. This is the best interest consumer suitability profile. It's 5 pages long. It's Reg BI approved. These were given to us by the NAIC. We put it together in 5 pages, and you can go over it with them over a screen share like this, or you can easily share the public link with them, send it to them in an email. When they fill it out and click save, it will automatically upload into your client's profile in the CRM system, which, by the way, we give to you as well. So let's go to the market tools and let's see what kind of growth we can analyze to see what would be the best for him. Now, I'm going to keep all the information here. He wants to, let's say, go with a B+ carrier or better. He doesn't want any B or B-. So now I tell him, look, I can choose when the indexes have actually occurred. If I want to look at indexes that have been around for 5+ years or 10+ years, I can do that. All right, I'm going to look at any index age, and I want there to be no caps, no spreads, no account fees, and no rider fees. I also would like to do something with a 8, 9, or 10-year surrender charge. Now, I personally like a reset of annual. And just based on those filters right there, I'm able to see the carriers. I can see their products. I can see all the information like surrenders and resets and par rates, what index they're using, when the index was founded. I can look at the rate history on this. I can see that it has fluctuated a little bit. I can see it's got a 9.45 10-year average with a high period of 10.7, low period of 8.2. All right, and I'm not just showing one carrier or one product. This tool immediately is going to take the client thinking you have a bias or you're just trying to push a product on them. This is going to be the transparency that they need to see. You are here to work for them. It's their journey. It's their destination. You're just here to help them. So now what we see here, I'm going to go for this Denali 10. Okay, it's with Equitable. I can compare these side by side. Show them a side-by-side comparison of this. I can put this into a beautiful report, puts a nice cover page on there, and it's going to illustrate everything as far as a side-by-side comparison. I can go back here and I can back test this. Okay, but I don't want to back test this. I want to put this into the solver because let's say he goes, well, how much would I be able to take out? And I'm sure you guys have ran into that situation where he says he wanted his money to grow. He wasn't really worried about income. Now that he says, okay, well, now that it's going to grow this much, how much would I be able to take out for some sort of income? And you're like, I wasn't planning on that, but yeah, let's see what we can do. You can do that right there with them. Let's go to solve. Okay, this is going to drag over the information for us. Client's information, company, product. It already selects the index that we chose, this Barclays 5 with the 130% participation. And he tells us, yeah, I mean, I would like to start the withdrawals somewhere like age 70 or 71. So let's go to age 71. We're going to drag these withdrawals out to all the way to 95, and we'll put in that the premium, which was $350. Now we can show him here, look, best case scenario, okay? You could take out $110 or $110,000 from the growth starting at age 71. Okay, we can show him here in this chart what that would look like. Now, this is not guaranteed. In fact, it's really not even realistic because there's no way this is going to perform at 9.45 every single year. But it does have the capability of producing this. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll go to needed annuity rate of return. Quickly, he says, look, I actually need about $45,000 a year. That's what I would need. Okay, so now we can put in that $45,000. And we can show them that this index that does have a 10-year average of 9.45 would only need to perform at a 4.94%. That would get him $45,000 a year, and he could start that at age 71, with the chance of it performing very well, taken up to over 100,000 sometimes. But now he tells you, but that's going to be guaranteed, right? Well, no, that's not guaranteed. This is performance-based. Are you looking for a guaranteed income? He's like, well, yeah, I need something guaranteed. It's like, okay, wasn't planning for that. Normally you'd have to send all the information back to, you know, someone to do the research. Maybe you do the research and spend days doing that. Here's what you can do. You simply go to the rider calculator and go to guaranteed income. Okay, now for this $350,000, if he needs to start this at age 71, we'll drag it out to age 71 here. One more, there we go. We're going to click on guaranteed because that's what he wants. And I can show him, look, I can get you $43,726 with this rider. Okay, and that would start at age 71 for that $350,000 investment. And again, I'm not just showing him one product or one carrier. This is so powerful. This is what's going to gain you trust instantly. You're showing him multiple carriers, multiple products. Now, from here, if he tells me, look, I need 50,000. What would I need to put in for 50,000? I'm sure we've all been in that situation. You just simply go from income to premium. You put in the desired amount, 50,000, leave it on yearly, and now we're able to see that the initial premium would need to be $400,222. You'd get $50,000 a year starting at age 71. Now, what's great about this is you can show more details. Excuse me. You can show them, look, if you wait till age 75 to start these withdrawals, you would need to put in $346,000. Okay, if you look down here, the age 75, the benefit base would be at $109,000 with a payout of 5.5%, which again, you would only need to put $346,000 as an investment, and you would get this $50,000 a year. Okay, if he likes that, that's great. But what we can do for him, so he can think about it, is we can print out that report. Okay, he's not seeing this report for the first time. He sees how you got to where you got. Okay, which is going to make it a lot easier for him to understand what it is we're looking at. He needs $50,000 a year annually. He's 59 years old, wants to start those at age 71. And this is what it would be at other ages. He can see each one for himself. Okay.
By the way, how beautiful is this report?
Yeah, the reports are beautiful, and they're not 70 pages long. I think the most that we have in here, and we compared, I think 20 companies at a time, it was, I think 17 or 18 pages.
You'll show them more.
Now, from here, he sees this. Oh, what's this increasing income? Okay, well, remember, we're in the guaranteed calculator. Okay, so if we want to look at increasing income, it's going to be sorting it by the guaranteed annual income. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to go to our next calculator, the projected income calculator. This one, when I saw this, and again, I don't know a lot about annuities, but when I saw this when it first came out, I was kind of speechless because I didn't, one, know that products like this were even possible. And the fact that we can, in a sense, get the mathematicians to do this, it was just amazing.
And being transparent.
And being transparent, of course. So it's going to look the same up here at the top. You can put the same filters in if we want to look at, B plus, let's do A minus or higher. Okay, now you can still defer payments just like you did before. Let's go to age 71. And then we can set the withdrawals to when we want it to. I'll just set it to age 100. Now, these have allocation modes. So if we have S&P selected, that means all the carriers are going to be using the same index and assuming that annual rate of return for the illustration. If we choose top performing accounts, what that means is now all of the carriers are assuming the annual rate of return of their top performing index, as you see here. Okay, you're able to see surrender years, resets, par rates, what index they're using, when it was created. You have the same information like you have on the other calculators. Okay, this is being sorted by the total lifetime withdrawals in this calculator. That's what it's being sorted by. Okay, what's really cool here is when you click on show more details, it's going to show you a chart. Now, it's going to show you the age. It's going to show you the interest rate. That again, it's assuming this isn't guaranteed. You have the accumulation value based on that interest rate, the fees, the death benefits, the income base. This one does have a guaranteed minimum withdrawal, $29,000. Okay, but this also has that increase in income feature, and given this assumed annual rate of return, you can see what the increasing income would be.
How can you not love increase in income?
Exactly. I mean, it protects you from inflation. I mean, yeah, who doesn't want that? But that might not be what someone's looking for. Maybe they need something that's guaranteed. We saw that we were able to get almost $50,000 with a guaranteed in the other one. It didn't have increasing income, but it was guaranteed. This one has a $29,000 guaranteed income. If this person values the guaranteed more than the increasing, now they know and they see it for themselves.
By the way, you don't tell the customer that you're the best and you have this amazing product for him, okay? You have to close him and pitch him. Forget about everything you know. You don't have to do that anymore. Show him, don't tell him. Show him, share your screen, sit down with the customer and blow his mind. I'm sure this blow in your mind. Yeah. Blow his mind.
And he's exactly right. You know, at the end of this, when you go through the process like we're showing you right here, at the end of it, you're not selling them a product. You're just recommending and answering their questions along the way. At the end, they're the ones who's choosing the product. Makes it a lot easier to close. Now from here, we can see all the details on the product, which is nice. But we can also go to illustrate. This one, if this doesn't blow your mind, I don't know what you're doing. Okay, it's going to bring all the company and product information. Client's information will follow in, and we're going to take them through this checklist. Okay, we're going to click next, 350,000. This is going to show you some predefined allocation strategies. So here you're able to see the index that it's using. You can see how much they're allocating, and then what this average rate of return is in block.
You can compare all of them in a split second.
Exactly. They're looking at it right here with you.
Are they beautiful? Are they beautiful?
You can also click on custom if you want to strategize yourself. It just brings up all the indexes available within the product. You can strategize whatever strategy you want. But let's go to the predefined and just choose this top one. Now I can choose which rider I want to look at. The one we were looking at is already selected for me. Single or joint. Now we can look at one of the three: free annual withdrawals, systematic annual withdrawals, or lifetime withdrawals, which is what we want.
Basically anything you possibly can do.
So we'll generate the report. And this is an illustrator report of this product, the Ascent Pro 10. So now we can see the overview with the strategy. This first page, it's going to be the guaranteed. So you're not going to see anything special as far as increasing income. This is the bare bones. This is guaranteed minimum. You can see the withdrawals. You can see the fees, the accumulation value, surrender value, guaranteed minimum, and death benefit. On the next page, however, this is hypothetical. This is not guaranteed. But given the assumed interest rate, this is what it's capable of doing. So now you're going to see that increasing income feature. You can see the fees, accumulation, surrender, guaranteed minimum, and death benefit, just like you did on the last one. You have the indice, most recent high and low periods, and you have product information. And again, I think this one's 13 pages long.
Basically, you have everything you need to succeed.
Exactly. Now, what's great about this is everyone wants to act in that fiduciary role. Okay, that's what we should strive to do. But that takes a lot of work, and to be honest, it takes a lot of your time as well. With Annuities Genius, if you follow the system and use the software, you're going to be acting in the fiduciary role regardless.
Instantly.
That's what it was designed to do. We hear agents all the time that say it's cut back down on the research. It doesn't mean that they're not researching anymore. It just means they're cutting back on the time that it takes them to research. If we go up here and we go to the client details, I love this. Everything that we do is record kept. So everything is going to be linked to the client's file in the CRM system. You can see what tools you're in. You can download the reports that you went over with them. It's time-stamped, it's date-stamped. This is what you need to be compliant. Okay.
And God forbid, 5 years from now, somebody wants to do something to damage you.
Yeah.
You can even dictaphone show them, Joe.
Yeah, you can set dictaphone notes in here. You can record yourself. You can say why you recommended a certain product. Because,
or you can recommend, you know, just with the customer when you share a screen.
Yeah,
maybe he wants to record.
You can have him.
Maybe he'll tell you how
voice.
much he loves you after you show him 10,000 different things.
Exactly.
Educate him. So basically, who you just became, you became an educator, not the pusher salesman anymore.
Exactly. And so we can also go to notes and leave notes for yourself. You can set tasks for yourself with reminders. Set a reminder and you'll get an email when to complete that task. And you can access the questionnaire from here. I'm going to end with this. I want to show you what it looks like when the questionnaire is filled out, because I think this is really powerful. If you want to express to your client that you have their best interests at heart, I always tell people there's only so much you can pat your chest and nod your head and say, I have your best interest. When the questionnaire is filled out and you do a screen share with them, everything that they filled out on their profile for their main financial objectives are on the front of your screen. Visually, what this does for the client, it lets them know that you have their best interests at heart and you don't have to say a thing. Again, like Dave said, don't tell them, show them. Okay, as you're going through and picking a product, you can go through, does this cover my long-term disability? Check. Okay, how about health insurance? Check. How about income from my spouse? Check. Okay, we're just going through step by step. So that way, at the end, like I said before, you're not selling them a product. You're walking them through a journey. You're educating them on their investment. And at the end, they're the ones who picked it. You just were guiding them along the way. So if you guys don't have Annuities Genius, one, you're not taking advantage of what's in front of you. If you have a software like this and you're still researching for hours on carrier sites and calling people when you need product information, you're living in the past. It's 2020. I know it's been a crazy year, but this is the future. The quicker you can learn how to use this, the quicker you're going to increase your closing percentage.
But maybe it's hard to learn how to use it, Josh. It's so much stuff. Show me how easy it is to do.
It is hard to use it, but we've made it pretty easy.
Oh, it is?
What you can do is you have a 5-step process. Okay, this 5-step process is going to introduce you on how to learn how to use the software. You need to go through this. Now, you can also contact us for support. Give us a call. You can register for the 30-minute demo that we do every single day. You can also access our complete video library. These 5 videos up at the top are the same 5 videos that you go through in the training. Also, every single tool has a tool tutorial video. Okay, we had gone through the growth analyzer tool, which is, where is it? Right here, analyzer. We went through the projected income calculator. We went to the guaranteed, the quote run. You can go and watch these videos as many times as you want. We also do webinars, as you guys know today. We record all of these webinars and we put them in a library for you. Okay, you can go back and watch these as many times as you want. I would highly recommend, just I'm putting a plug in here, Marketing, Selling, and Prospecting Techniques with Dave Vick. I swear, it's a 22-minute video. It took me an hour and a half to watch it because I kept going back and watching it. And there's so much good stuff in that webinar. Please, if you have time, just put it on your way home from work. Check it out. You're going to learn a lot from that. I do want to go back to the dashboard here and show you in your toolbar over here on the left-hand side, you have all of these tools. Okay, every single tool is going to allow you to get through a situation that you're going to run into while selling an annuity. Just like a plumber, when he goes to a job, he brings his entire truck and his entire tool bag. Now, he doesn't use every single tool on every single job, but whatever job he comes across, he has a tool that allows him to do it accurately and the right way. That's what we've provided for you on Annuities Genius. So please, David's going to tell you at the end, but call us, give us a call, schedule a personal demo, go to annuitiesgenius.com. Okay, let us know that you were on this webinar and we will take care of you, I promise. But I'm going to bring David back. Thank you guys so much for the time today. I really do appreciate it. And happy selling out there, okay?
Good job, Josh.
And David, there are some questions that have come in.
Yes, I can see it. I just opened them. It's like 10,000 questions. Let's go. Please raise your volume. We already did. Please move mouse. We already did. How do you choose the carrier in the software, and how often is updates? How choose the carrier? Great question. You have product decks right here on the top. You can select manage decks. You could have whatever you want with them. So basically you can go one time. Let's say I just have A-rated carriers only, let's say, or my favorites, right? All products. You click on them. Here's all your carriers. You go here once, you click on the carriers of your choice and products of your choice, and that's it. And that's how easy you can select your carriers and deselect your carriers by ranking, by whatever you're looking for. It's phenomenal. Hope that helps.
So David, if you know their FMO only has 10 annuity carriers, they can walk in and select those 10, and those are the only 10 that will show up in these reports. Is that correct?
Yes, you can only pre-select those 10 from here, and only those 10 will show up in the reports and when you search live and whatever you're doing live. Yes, sir.
Now, what about variable annuities? This is fixed indexed. Where are you on? I know you were thinking about adding variable annuities. Where are you on that deal?
We are very close. I kind of already saw them. We populated them right now. It just the button is still closed in here because it's Josh's account and my account is already open. But we populated them, so we'll have them very soon. Good question. Thank you for that one.
Go over how it's priced, subscription model, how much.
It's very expensive, Tom.
Go ahead.
Tom, it's so expensive for you not to have it. It's not even funny. So I would like to answer it, a little differently today. Let's have some fun. This world is a little crazy lately. I want to have some fun. So can you tell me, Mr. Agent on the phone right now, I know we have hundreds and hundreds of people. Can you close one case of 30,000, 30? If you can close a case of 30,000 at 6-7% commission, it's probably 2,000 a year. Annuities Genius is cost less than that. Annuities Genius is $179. $179 a month only. So that is that. The possible limit show FMOs, we already answered that. What companies in the system? Hegna, anything else you see, Hegna? That needs to be
well, I mean, what is in there right now? Are fixed annuities in there? I know fixed indexed annuities are in there.
Oh, yeah, we have what I'm doing. I'm getting old. We have fixed index linked, traditional, MIGA, SPIA, and variable annuities are next.
Okay.
SPIA variable annuities next. We have another really cool tool. I don't know if you saw the last time. Index indicator tool. It's a really cool one. I trade for a living. That's why you guys see all these screens. Usually they blink all day, and plus two more I'm looking at right now. I just trade for a living. So I just create this fun tool for us, and everybody loves it. All the indexes live. Like, I really mean it live. They grow. Like, it's freaking phenomenal, man. Another really cool tool I personally like, if I can know how to learn my system. Here we go. Carriers. Really cool stuff. You can see how many products each carrier have. You can even go further. You can calculate everything just in one place. So let's say you're looking at North America and you just, boom, you download it. And I cannot say enough how beautiful this reports. Look, Tom, he shakes your hand before he knows. How beautiful these reports are with all the details, and you sit down with the customer and you don't have to sell. I cannot say enough, guys. Annuities Genius build trust instantly. You already see this yourself. You save time instantly. You stay compliant instantly. You stay transparent instantly. You make a lot of more money right away. And many, many more things. I'm not here to sell you the genius. You see it yourself. It's like Josh said, if you're a plumber, don't you have a plumb box? If you're an annuity specialist, don't you have to have a genius in your pocket? Why go anywhere? Like, why do all this research, all this mess? Oh, by the way, Tom, this is a cool one. They have a presentation tab. They have a couple of presentations we include in here. Okay. Or you can create your own presentation and upload it, and boom, your own presentation inside the Genius. You have Genius University, just showed you that. We have a Rate Scout tool that show you all the rates updates. By the way, rates updates all the time, every hour. We have our team is growing and growing, and we do have rates updates, more and more people working on it in our team. I'm speechless myself. It's so many different things. We change things. This calculator just been updated again. It was already amazing, but it just got another facelift. It's just freaking sick. We get this more details into it with the graphs and stuff. It's just phenomenal stuff. If you like to have a test drive, you can go to annuitiesgenius.com. It's Pearl. Annuitiesgenius.com and click that orange button. Click that orange button on the Annuities website, Annuities Genius website. I apologize. I know we are getting booked like crazy. Schedule my personal demo. When you click this button, schedule my personal demo, it's going to take you to the Calendly. If the Calendly is getting booked, as you can see already 5 days. Thank you, Mr. Hegna. But just try to schedule the Calendly and don't be late to your demo appointment that day. You're going to receive an email blast, or you can call us if you want to do it earlier. You don't want to wait for that. Just call this number, 844-500-5050. We'll take some notes, and maybe we can extend make it faster, the presentation for you. So I know a lot of you, I can see already wants to use the Genius instantly. Please give us a call or schedule the demos as soon as possible before somebody else at the end of this webinar. We have a couple of more going this day, and tomorrow it's crazy. But we are overwhelmed. We're growing. We're trying to help you, your FMOs, the carriers, and most importantly, we're trying to help the consumer, okay, to get what they want. They don't want to be pitched, okay? They don't want to be sold. It's 2020. The COVID totally changed everything again. Annuities Genius was born for Zoom screen share. Me, when I was building the Genius, and Tom Hegna knows the story very well, I went from 0 production to 20 million in less than 2 years. I wish I have time to show you something, but please go to Annuities Genius and click right here, testimonial page. We just upload these 2 new videos, okay? This is one of the top annuity producers in the country. By the way, it's not me saying this. It's people telling me about them. They do about 60 million production in annuities. They bought Annuities Genius. You have to listen to these 2 guys. It's going to blow you away, these testimonials. I was crying, I saw when they sent them. They just sent them to us like a week ago. They already did about 20 million production in the last 3 months with Annuities Genius, because of Annuities Genius. It's totally changed how they do business. All these people, all the other testimonials, including Mr. Hegna, are right here. Look what Mr. Hegna said. With thousands of annuities on the market, how can you really recommend the right one in age of best interest standard? Well, you can't, but Annuities Genius can. You can find the best annuity for a client based on what's important to them: performance, fees, riders, company ratings, income growth, surrender charge, length, and more. Guys, I am very humbled you're here today, and I am not trying to be aggressive. That's the way I am. Tom Hegna is my witness. I was born this way, very passionate. But please read the testimonials, see how other people use the Genius, and use it yourself. Mr. Hegna, is any other questions?
Yeah, there's one that said, do I have to move my contracts? You're not an FMO, so they don't have to move their contracts with any carrier.
You can stay wherever you are. Yep.
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is call Josh, Eric, or other people on the team, or do demos with them. When you click on the link, when you come here, you just schedule your personal demo. We'll give you a 7-day free trial, okay? You get a 7-day free trial on Annuities Genius. You can thank Mr. Hegna. And if you don't like it, you can just cancel yourself inside your subscription. You just go right here, Josh Radnick, you log into your account right here, subscribe, or my settings. Everything is in here, guys. Customer service in here. Absolutely everything in here. You can do invoices in here, your payment method, your subscription, your agency file, your agent's file. You can subscribe from here, unsubscribe from here. It's click of a button. You don't have to call us if you don't like, if you don't want it. But I just don't see anybody who tried Annuities Genius and is not happy or not doubling or tripling their production. But don't take my word for it. Try it yourself. Absolutely try it. Any big general agency use Annuities Genius? Yes. A lot of big general agencies use Annuities Genius. You're not going to get the names out of me. We are transparent. We are in the middle. We're not an FMO. Okay? So we're just a technology company and a sales company that's going to make you money. So we have a lot of agencies that are actually paying for your genius. You give them certain production and they pay for the genius. We had an agency last week alone send us top 50 advisors and they just paid for them. We had another FMO, a very big one. They test the genius, their taxes office. One of the agents in the taxes office is a capture agency. They got, the demo with Josh. They start using the genius. In 2 weeks, they start making more sales than the guy can probably do. And he just told his agency they made a deal with us. They bought hundreds of licenses. They bought license for every agent, and they buying more licenses every week. We can see in the system that they just coming in and coming in and coming in. And the only reason they're doing this, logic. Genius making you more money. It's helping you to build trust instantly. It saves you time. It's helping you with compliance, transparency. It's just everything in one place. It's like an Amazon for annuities. Mr. Hegna, anything else?
Hey, David, yeah, somebody said don't forget to mention that advisors get their own web page or microsite.
Oh.
So maybe you want to show
Oh,
that.
Josh, not never showed you this. Do you have a CRM system? You also get my website. You go to my website. Shame on you, Josh. You any color. Mr. Hegna, what's your favorite color?
Orange, of course.
I like it. Okay, all the products, rate advantage. You can do the full rate advantage. And then you go down, you put Mr. Hegna's beautiful Facebook, his LinkedIn, his Instagram, his Twitter, bada bam, bada boom. Arizona, everywhere he can sell annuities. You can tell I am a genius. Okay? Update. That's it. You have your website, Mr. Hegna. You would like to see it?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Have fun, Josh. Here's your personal landing page or lead generational page. Everything will be orange. You can change the spiel in here. A-rated carrier. You can put whatever you want about you. Here's the form. They fill out the form to get rates. You get it in your CRM and to your email from the Genius. Look how beautiful everything is. Converts like crazy. The reports, they see this gorgeous stuff, and that's it. And you call them, and you educate them. You don't have to sell them anymore, right? You're not a seller anymore. You're an educator. You're an annuity educator at this point. You educate them at this point. You help them. You walk them through, and let them make the decision. You're just helping them make a decision. Mr. Hegna, how you like the website?
Yeah, no, that's nice.
It's really cool. We have all the colors. We have everything.
Asked about life insurance.
Life insurance is coming also next. I've been working so hard. I have a freaking nerve pinch. Last 2 months I've been such a pain, but it's going away finally. It's because we're working too much, right? And it's really growing. It's changing lives. It's really changed lives. My personal goal is to make 10,000 millionaires out of agents. You guys deserve it, okay? You deserve not to be pushed to push the product. You deserve to make more sales and stay transparent. And consumer deserve what he wants, okay? Don't push some garbage towards him. Use the Genius. It's so inexpensive, it's not even funny. And anything else, Mr. Hegna?
No, I think that's good. I think, people are interested. They ought to give you a call. They ought to schedule a demo.
Right.
And, try it. You can try it before you buy it. So that's what I would say.
And Mr. Hegna, if you can do all of us a favor, all hundreds of us on the phone, if you can give us a 30-second final words of Annuities Genius.
Well, I mean, David, I said, in this best interest standard, when there's thousands of annuity products that are changing like literally every day, some company changes their product, how can you ever give somebody the best interest? And I don't know that it's possible without a tool like this, that you need a tool like this that can sort through the thousands of different things and then present, hey, here are the 5 or 10 best solutions. And then the client can pick. Instead of being a salesperson, you're actually going to be an assistant buyer. And I think that's powerful when you can help them buy rather than try to sell to them.
Thank you so much. I love you more than ever. Guys, thank you for coming. We appreciate it. Kudos to Mr. Hegna and the team. By the way, Tom, you have an amazing team. Thank you so much for setting up. We'll see you soon. Go to annuitiesgenius.com. And the webinar will be recorded also. So, we'll kind of take it from there. Thank you so much, Mr. Hegna.
Yep.
If no more questions, we'll see you at the top.
Thank you, David. Thank you, everyone, for coming.
God bless you. Stay safe.